few weeks ago, I recorded a podcast. If you want the actual date, it would be August 1st. It's not that long ago. So this month, about 26 to 28 days ago, I recorded a podcast just wanting to lay down my thoughts on what I think is going to happen for the future of RHONJ. Everyone's been asking me, and I've been like putting this off. Actually, this was supposed to air earlier, but had Melissa's old nose on, for the end of the season. And nobody believes me when I say there's a wait list to get on this podcast. This is how it happens. There's people want to come on, and when they're on brand, I say yes, and then we have episodes in the can, as they say in the biz. So I recorded this, I thought about it, and I'm like, I want to just document my thoughts on what I think is going to happen on the future of New Jersey. I've said this a million times, I'll say it again. Here behind the velvet rope, people don't listen to me because I have to be right all the time. After 5 years, it's kind of a great place to be. We're in this together. We're doing the analysis. And I just want to tell you what I think is going to happen from a business point of view, from someone who this is my thoughts. I could be right. I could be wrong. Tons of people are going to agree. Tons of people are going to disagree. I love that. I only block people when they go low. Like when people are like, your podcast is a loser podcast. Well, that's actually not true. Numbers don't lie. And then you get blocked. When people say to me, I'm so sorry, I disagree, you don't have to be sorry. I mean, by all means, don't be sorry. Disagree. Unlike the whole rest of the world, I don't judge people and like them or dislike them based on everything, based on their preferences, gay, straight, bisexual, non-binary. I don't judge people based on politics. You guys can vote for whoever you want. I base you, I mean, well, I may not agree with all your decisions, but I just base it on who you are as a person. So disagree with me all day. I ain't going to get mad like all these other people on these pages and this and that. So this is just my thoughts on what's going to happen. Now, I want to drop a footnote that since I recorded this 26 to 28 days ago, I have actually stepped outside of my own recording, and I actually think there are different things that could happen. But as much as I have changed my mind, I have never changed my mind. Something has never been like, I was on Carlos King's podcast recently, and I said this there. I said, like, with Atlanta, people argued with me, and I'm like, no, it's pretty clear to me to see what's going to happen. Marlo's not coming back. Sheree, you're crazy. Sheree's an OG, and who's going to check me, boo, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, no, Atlanta's been on pause for how long? Sheree ain't coming back. It was just clear for me to see. Now, yes, I am the person who said Melissa Gorga is 100% not coming back this season. You guys love to remind me about that, which I don't disagree with that. I mean, I was wrong. I still stand by what I said. I think what I probably meant is Melissa Gorga ain't coming back because a season of Teresa and Melissa not speaking is not going to work. So when Teresa, it's not really Melissa. It's not really, to me, Melissa and Joe, which I'm really getting lost in the weeds here today. I'm not even looking at the camera for those watching on YouTube. But when Teresa is the one that says, I will never speak to them again. Now, I'm not forgiving Melissa and Joe. They're loving their life. But I just think that if Teresa would speak to them, not even to keep their jobs, I just think they would speak to her. I don't think there's any love loss. I think they're thrilled not to speak to her. But when Teresa says, never, ever, 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 ever again will I speak to them, which if Louis leaves her, that's probably going to change at that point. But the point is, which I hope doesn't happen, like Margaret Joseph says is definitely going to happen. I don't even know if I agree with that. But my point is, what I meant is it's not going to work, and the season didn't work. So I guess I was really right, which life is not about being right. I, unlike Bethany Frankel, can be wrong. I am happy to be wrong. I love being wrong. Being wrong keeps me grounded and down to earth. And it's like, bitch, check your fucking ego at the door. So I actually enjoy being wrong, to tell you the honest truth, because I don't know everything in life. Now, I think I know everything a lot of the time, which isn't even my ego. I just think I know a lot of things. Lived a lot of lives, guys. But I have already wavered on what you are about to hear. But since I have wavered, I can honestly say I still stand by this. I still think we have to put people's names on a whiteboard, and we're either A, not bringing back the show at all, which we're going to talk about as an option, B, rebooting the whole damn thing and having all new people, which is an option we're going to talk about, or C, we are going to keep certain cast members and get rid of others. Really, let's face it, we're either getting rid of the show forever, not, never bringing it back, we're rebooting it with all new people, or we're rebooting it and also keeping some of the same people. Those are the only three options. What do I think is going to happen, A, B, or C? We're going to get into that. And if it's A, there's really nothing else to talk about. The show's over. If it's B, well, we're starting over, and there is stuff to talk about. How is that going to look? What ages are we going to go? Are we going to go for another family with drama? Got some thoughts. And are we going to do like Italian Americans again? And C, if we're bringing back some of the, that's where the juicy meat, that's where the meat and potatoes is, because by the way, I'm very hungover today. I went out last night and had 2 drinks, 2 martinis, plus a whole dinner. I got filet mignon, and I never order meat. I love fish. I went to a place near my new apartment in New York, which is just finished being designed. It's one of my regular places now. And man, so I had like bread, I had filet mignon, I had French fries. The hell else did we eat? Oh, I started with one of the best Caesar salads I've ever had. It's not like I didn't eat 2 martinis and I'm this fucking hungover. I literally want to die today from 2 drinks. So I'm fucking old. I actually have dinner plans tonight, and I'm going to have another martini because nothing else is helping my head. But the point is, I stand by actually what I said in this chat, even though I have wavered since recording it, because I don't know what other options there are. We have to do something here. So I stand by what I said, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And I actually almost thought of doing a whole different show after this, but I could be wrong. But I stand by this. These are my thoughts on what is going to happen for the future of RHONJ. We go so slow. We slow it down. I explain my thought process. And this was recorded August 1st. So there's that. And feel free to disagree, feel free to agree. And you know what's so funny is, like, you're going to be surprised at what I'm going to have to say. A lot of people that you guys had a very